Hello, hello, everyone. I told you I would be back, and here I am. Cricket speaking. This week I get to record as the winner of 241A. The prompt was given by Styx, and it was write something that feels like a Halloween special. So I really wanted to write something for one of the shows we had all watched that would feel like a special episode, a cute little bonus that would be for Halloween. And so I picked to write something for Snow White with the red hair. Maybe because we had just pretty recently made Styx watch it, but also because I love it so much. So this is Harvest Festival. Obi walks idly into the palace library one afternoon. He's looking for Shirayuki, even if he probably wouldn't admit it. Zan had mentioned at lunch that it seems like Shirayuki has been in kind of an odd mood lately, and Obi can't help but agree. She is often in the library when something is bothering her, if she's not in the pharmacy, and Obi has already checked there. So Obi skulks into the library, heading for the section where most of the medical books are. That's where Shirayuki usually is. Today it's not. Obi makes his way to the central desk to ask the head librarian if she's seen Shirayuki today, and is directed toward a section full of fantastical tales from all over the world. There, sitting in a comfortable chair and illuminated by a late afternoon beam of light, is Shirayuki, head bent over a book as she idly flips pages. Obi comes up beside her and rests an arm on the back of her chair so he can lean over and see what she's reading. He doesn't recognize the story, but there's a beautiful illustration of a young girl in the woods talking to a small black cat. So, he drawls, and Shirayuki startles. What are we reading today? Oh! Shirayuki looks up at him with a wistful look on her face. Just some stories from Tanbaroon. Obi blinks. Shirayuki doesn't usually dwell on the country she grew up in. Any reason? She shrugs. There's a big harvest festival coming up there this month, and it made me think of some of the stories and traditions and things. It doesn't seem like Clarinès celebrates the same way, which is kind of funny because they're right next to each other. But I can't really find anything about it here. Shirayuki looks back down at the book and traces over the image of the girl and the cat before turning a few pages to the next illustration, one of an inn with grinning faces in the windows. What's your favorite part about the harvest festivals there, in Tanbaroon? Shirayuki hums as she thinks for a second. Probably planning and setting up the festival. On the last day of this month, there's a big event and all the different towns set up games and things in the square, and there's always all these decorations and contests, and everybody comes together, and it's just so much fun. Everyone wears costumes and tells stories, and it's such a fun celebration before winter sets in properly. What kinds of costumes? Oh, to dress up as the characters from the harvest stories, or scary things to try and startle each other, that sort of thing. It's fun. Shirayuki has flipped a few pages forward again, to an illustration of people dancing around a big fire. The last day of the month is still about 3 weeks away, which might not be time to bring this festival to all of Clarinès, but it's definitely enough time to organize Wistal Castle into something. Obi's grin spreads slow across his face as he considers the idea. He'll have to tell Zen and make sure it's okay, and then they can surprise Shirayuki with a festival. As long as no one gets desperately ill in an outlying village in the next few weeks, it should be totally manageable. He settles into the chair next to Shirayuki's to ask more questions about the festival so that he'll know what they need to do over the next few weeks. This is going to be more fun than most things he's been up to lately.
Hey y'all, this is Styx with the Judge Commentary. This week I got 2 submissions, one from Cricket, one from Bones. Bones' Ember. You should go and read it because it has a little bit more of a complete narrative than this one does. This one kind of feels like the opening to an episode. Bones gave a really nice, complete story about, I think it's some characters that they have in another world, and they moved them into like a supernatural creature AU. It's a super fun piece, and the characters are immaculate. I also love crickets. Ultimately, the reason that I chose crickets was because crickets piece for this week really had the vibe of a Halloween episode. The show that she's writing for, if it were to do a Halloween episode, literally it would be just like this. And so I thought that was really kind of neat and fit the prompt really well. That's all I have to say about it. Keep those fires burning.
I love Snow White with the red hair. It's such a cute little anime. The animation is gorgeous. It's about this girl, Shirayuki, who wants to become the best pharmacist in the whole kingdom. She does also have a romance with the second prince of the kingdom, but you know, that's like secondary, truly, like, and they're such a fun little relationship because like they're both pursuing their own goals. I've been reading the manga too, right? But they like love and support each other so much. It's delightful. And then there's this like fellow Obi who is the prince's bodyguard that he also assigns to guard Shirayuki, but Obi is like, he's a reformed street rat and assassin, basically, that Zen, the prince, basically was just like, hey, come live in the castle now. And the three of them have just like this fantastic relationship where they're all so important to each other. It's the best. So I wanted to write this fun little holiday thing. My initial vision for the piece was to actually write the festival. In the Halloween special episode, they would have the festival. I didn't give myself enough time to do that, so instead we got this, but I still really like it. I think it's just cute and fun, and I was really happy that I won this week. So, the prompt that I gave for the next week was, oh, you didn't know? They came from somewhere else. With the note that you could substitute in any name or pronoun you wanted there, which this prompt was really fun and interesting, and my next group was gonna be Octo, Rev, and Grishmak, and I was like, they'll do good things with that. So that's what we did. Hope y'all enjoy and keep those fires burning.
The cellblock Scorch is a production of Stellacore, an independent group of nerds sharing their obsessions with the world. Links to all our projects, including Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, Patreon, and Ko-Fi, can be found on our link tree, posted in each episode description. Follow us on Tumblr or Instagram to see the prompt of the day before the episode drops, and a quote from each Scorch the day after. If you would like to support our creative endeavors, you can give a one-time tip to the Ko-Fi of the writer of your favorite Scorches, or check out our Patreon. There, you can access the Scorches and episode transcripts for free, or sign up for Spark level support for $5 a month to gain access to our embers as well.